Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video we will learn what is component in Angular TypeScript and how we can create it, and what is the selector in component. When we create the component, at that time 4 files got created, so we will know about those 4 files, and then we will learn what is the registering of component in the app module. Let's start. So in last video we have learned about variable and then interpolation, function, little bit of function we will cover in the separate video as well. So now let me explain little bit about the components. So like we have these are the default component. When we create any Angular project, then we have one component. This component has 4 files. One is the CSS files where we can declare or define everything about the for the styling, and then we have a component.html where we are writing HTML code. Then we have the component.ts file where we writing about the variables, functions, means all things in the component we are writing in the .ts file related to the TypeScript. And these all components are registered in the app module.ts file. In this video I will not cover the module. For that about the module we will cover in the separate video, but in this video we will cover the components. So whenever we are declaring, or whenever we are creating the new component, we must need to register those components inside the declarations of the app module. If we will not declare it here, so in that case that component will not work. So it is the necessary to register it here. So what is declaration, import, and provider bootstraps? I will explain all these things when I will cover the modules. So for our understanding, let's create a new component. To create the new component, I just click on terminal, new terminal. For this we have the command ng, g for generate, c for component, then component name. So suppose I am creating the component user. Inside the user folder I want the component, and let's component name is employee. Hit enter. It will create 4 files. And one important thing, everything, either you are creating component or directive, everything will get created inside the app folder. So now we have created one folder user, and inside the user we have created the employee component. So now 4 files are there. One is the employee.component.css file. As I already explained that this is the file where we can declare about the CSS. In CSS file we can declare classes like this one. I have declared the class intro, and background color I have given the yellow. And another part of the component is the HTML file. Here we can define, or we can use the tags from the HTML. For example, let me use div tag, and its class is intro. Now let's say h1 tag, I am in div. So now the background of this h1 tag or this full div where class is intro should be yellow, because I have defined .intro class inside the CSS component, the CSS file of the component, where I define the background color to yellow. Now this spec file, also I explained in my second video that this file is mostly later for the TDD type framework, where we are writing the unit testing as well. So during the learning phase we don't need this type of file, so I am just going to delete it. It will not make any bad impact on the project. It will run smoothly if we are deleting that particular file as well. So now the third file is the fourth file is the component.ts. This is the file where we are writing the TypeScript code. So we have the constructor here, we have in case of component we have hooks like ng, on init, constructor. So multiple events are related here, like in case of the ASP.NET, their page load, right? Then page load, page init, view state, something, some events are also available there. Similarly, in case of Angular, we have the live hooks where constructor, ng, on it, then we have the ng destroy. This type of hooks are also available in the Angular. I will explain all the hooks when we will use these things in our project in the upcoming videos. So now when I created this particular component, you will notice one change in the app module. In the app module, by default, employee component is added under the declaration. So whenever we are creating any component, it must be added here in the declaration array, so that Angular application can understand, okay, we are using this particular component. If we will not add here, it will create issue for us. And to add it here, first we need to import it. So to import, we will define the exact location here. Till the dot, it's taking the location till app source, till the app folder, and after that we are saying it's inside the user. Then we have the employee folder, and inside the employee folder we have employee.component. So we will cover in detail app module in later videos. Now I use the component here, CSS component here, then HTML. In the HTML I use the class, then inside the component I will okay, before that let me explain what is selector. So selector is the name of that particular component. Wherever I want to use this particular component, I will use this selector name. And in the template URL we are defining, okay, which is the template file, HTML template file for it. This is we are providing just location here. And then similarly for the CSS file, under the style URLs we are providing the exact location to the file. Now selector name is app employee. So how we are going to use this particular component in another component, because Angular is a single page framework, only single page work, and in the same single page we are using the different files, HTML page or components. Now inside the index file we have the main component, which is the app root. So whatever the component we will use here inside the module file, which should be registered here in the bootstrap, it tells about the starting point. Okay, the starting component will be the app component. That's why the same component I have used here, app root. App root is the selector name for the main component. See here. Now let focus back to our newly created component, which is employee component. Now from the employee component I have copied the app-employee, which is the selector name. So inside the app component.html, suppose after this I want to print whatever will be in that particular employee component. So for that I need to define like this, right? Now let's run the application. Okay, now application is compiled successfully and running. So inside the CSS file, let's change the color. Okay, keep it green. And then in the component we use the this is the main component. Let me open the employee component. Okay, from the employee component I have used the selector name inside the main component after the car name. Okay, let me say here employee component, and from the employee component HTML remove this test. Let's see that this class will work or not. See, I am in div. Background of this particular div is green. Why? because we have defined it inside the component.cs file. So now everything is clear that when we create the component, 4 files get generated, and each file has their own meaning, but collectively we call them a single component. For example, here in the employee component, in the CSS file we define everything related to the style, and in the HTML then we define about div. But one thing which we must keep in mind, that Angular application is single page application. You can't start this particular HTML file with the HTML like this, it will create problem. The reason behind it, that we are using this particular component in another component HTML file, and that component HTML file is used in the index file, which is the main or parent file, and inside it HTML is already used. Whatever we will use in the main component will come here. So now in my main component HTML file, I used my custom component, and I can see the changes here. So this is all about the sorry. So this is all about the component in Angular. So what we learned here, let's revise it. First we learn what is component. Component is a collection of 4 files, out of which one file we can delete, because this file is used when we are dealing with the unit testing. Then we learn how we can create the component. For this, ng, g for generate, c for component, then comp name. Then we learn what is the selector and why and where we can use it. Then we learn files of component, 4 files are there. Then we also we have seen the registering of component. Registering of component means the component name must be here inside the app module.ts file. That's all in the component. Might be it's confusing in the starting phase, especially for those developers who has worked with the MVC in .NET or Java programming language. So because in case of ASP.NET example, or in case of .NET MVC, C# and the HTML file, only 2 files exist there, and in these 2 files we are writing all the code. But here we have the 3 main files which are different from each other, but at the runtime working as a single file. So that's all in this video. Thank you everyone.